all this. I'm coming on late, so I'm sure you heard all this. But there was more people at the press conference today than when Buster Posey was named president, and that's saying a lot. And it was just done so well in the energy and the vibe in the press conference, in the way Rafael Devers handled it, the way Dave Fleming emceed it, and everything everybody said was spot on. So congratulations to the organization, number one. That's how I'm starting the show tonight. There's sometimes when you do these shows that the game is irrelevant. And so congratulations to Buster, Zach, Greg Johnson, the whole ownership group for getting Rafael Devers here in a Giants uniform. I heard some wild stories today about how the whole thing went down behind the scenes. Just crazy when you hear. As a player, you don't generally hear these things, like how trades go down and what goes on behind the scenes and the back and forth, and that the Red Sox plane was taxiing out to the runway and they actually turned around to come back and drop off Rafael Devers because the trade was done and neither team wanted him on the plane. Like little things like this. But like today was bigger than a 3-2 loss. Today was about the organization in getting a marquee player and maybe one of the best left-handed hitters or the best hitters in all of baseball. So while they did lose, and we can go over the Casey Schmidt play at second base, we can go over Jung-Hoo Lee tagging, we can go Elliot Ramos's throw, we can go over a lot of things. Willie Adames got pitches to hit finally, and he went 2 for 4 because he's got a stud hitting behind him, or a dude, as Buster said, hitting behind him. I mean, there's lots of stuff to talk about with the game. Yaz went 3 for 4. But to me, it's about the organization tonight. It's about what they did to get this guy. And by all accounts and everything I've heard, he's a wonderful human being and a great teammate. And I don't want to go backwards because during the press conference today, there were some really idiotic questions asked. And I'm not going to name names about what happened in Boston. And today was more about a celebration of the newest Giant. And to ask these prying questions when everybody's on display celebrating one of the better players in baseball wearing the orange and black, I thought it was in bad form to ask questions about what happened in Boston. Unless you're a Boston writer, and there was a couple here today. But you know who you are in San Francisco. And one of them's a good friend of mine, but I think he had to ask a question. Another one, it was just an idiotic question. Like, why would you try to stir crap up in a press conference? It was a wonderful day for the San Francisco Giants. I've been coming to this ballpark a long time, and you guys all know I missed a decade when I was back east. So the last time I was here, and this I have to speak from personal experience, was 2010. I don't know that I've ever heard the ballpark louder than it was tonight. The standing O's for Devers, every single at-bat. The crowd tonight was different. If you were here, I don't know if you could feel it at home. I don't know if it was tangible at home watching on TV or listening on the radio. But the crowd here tonight was different. And for the first time in I don't know how long, I was a fan tonight. Like, I'll go out and meet people here and hang out with them. I'll take notes for the show. I'll keep score sometimes. But tonight, I just felt like I wanted to go back to 16-year-old me when I was a Giants fan and just soak it all in. And when I was sitting in the stands tonight and I'm looking around, I found myself cheering. Like, as a broadcaster, you don't get to cheer. As a player, you high-five on the bench. But, I just went old school, high school, FP, cheering. My voice is hoarse right now. It just was a different feel. If you guys were here and you're driving home, you know what I'm talking about. And I hope you could feel that at home or in your car listening on the Sports Leader. It was just different. And I think, what does that mean? This fan base is so energized all of a sudden. It's been a great year up to this point, right? Giants are in second place, whatever place you're in after tonight. I didn't even look. Giants are in second place. What's up, man? Giants are in second place. Kai Correa just walked by. Giants are in second place. We have a different feel this year with Buster and Bob and Zach, and the way it's just been more baseball-y and what we're used to as fans and what we're used to as baseball players. So it's already been good. And for getting Devers here, it just turned everything up a notch. It was like turning the volume from 6.5 to a 7 to a 9, where you think you're going to blow out the speakers, and you're just partying hard, and that's what the crowd was into it tonight. In the ninth inning, I know they fell short, and I know there's lots of things to talk about with the game. But the ninth inning, everybody's on their feet. They were on their feet for all of the Devers. It felt like Giants fans are amazing, and I'm one of them, and I have been since I was 10 years old. But sometimes when you go to Citi Field, or you go to Citizens Bank, or you go to Yankee Stadium, or even Fenway Park, like the fans are very into every pitch. I remember the first time I faced Pedro Martinez at Fenway Park. I led the game off, and he threw strike one, and it was as loud as strike three to end a game. And I was like, whoa. I stepped out of the box, and I was like, whoa. Like, into every pitch. And Giants fans are like that. But tonight, it was New York, Philadelphia, Boston, all rolled into one. And it was just, it's a night. I mean, we all wanted to go nuts, right? We all wanted to lose our minds with I was texting my son before the ninth started. I said, Devers walk-off homer. And by the way, he can hit. Oh, my God, can he hit? The ball just – I watched him take batting practice today. The ball just jumps off his bat. He's leaving to center field like it's a Little League field. He's going the other way. Just literally the guy – I mean, we know this, right? But I don't know if Giants fans know. Like, I don't know how in tune we all are to East Coast baseball to know what a special hitter – that we got. We can look at the numbers. We can look at all the accomplishments. We can look at the resume. But come out to the ballpark and watch the ball jump off his bat. Watch how quick and smooth and relaxed and violent his swing is. Very rarely do you use relaxed and violent in the same sentence where you're describing a guy's swing. But batting practice today. And then he's taking ground balls at first. So I'm going on and on. I can sit here and talk about the day. There's going to be the most number 16 jerseys sold since Joe Montana, by the way, around these parts. So it's just a great day for the organization. Congratulations to everybody involved that pulled this off. I think, and this is no offense to anybody that got traded, that the Giants, I'm trying to think of a proper word, that the Giants got the better end of this deal. I think that's a no-brainer. Like Greg Johnson said at the press conference so eloquently, it was like hitting a hanging slider. And the Giants knocked it out of the ballpark. 808 KNBR is the number. Jacob's at home base in Daly City. I'm here at the ballpark. And let's get to the phones. Let's go to Dave in Palo Alto. Dave, you're on the Esports Leader.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
Sure.
I wanted to, great day for the organization, but I wanted to jump to three mistakes I thought I saw in the game. So there's the obvious one with Casey and what he did at second base. And that ball's right in front of him. A professional baseball player shouldn't make that mistake. But I want to roll it back into the at-bat that got him there. Okay, and I was waiting to watch that replay. Basically, the guy, I know he's a little bit injured, but halfway from home to first, he was dogging it the whole way. And then he realized, okay, the ball's not caught. I got to get to first. If he just went like a 12-year-old Little League player is supposed to go, he would have been on second, not on first. Then the next one, he would have advanced over to third. We would have had runners at first and third. So that miscue that happened to him at second base wouldn't have happened at third base because he obviously would have
you don't know that guys get the same pitches if there's a runner on second, nobody out. So I never play that what-if game. Like the next hitter could have done, I mean, who was behind him? Yaz could have done something different with a runner on second, nobody out. He could have laid down a bunt. That's not going to be the same at-bat as a runner on second as a runner on first. So you can't play that game. You just can't. Like that doesn't work. And if a guy fouled the ball off his leg and came out of a game, and he's being a gamer and he goes out there and he says he's okay, and Casey Schmidt I don't think ever has not hustled. There's never been a question about how hard Casey Schmidt plays. So I'm not going to question that, and that's the one area I am qualified to question. So that part of it. You don't know. The play on second base, though, like you got to know there's a Gold Glover in left with a cannon. You got to know where they're playing every pitch. I talk about base running a lot on this show. And as a base runner, you check the outs, the signs, the infield, in the outfield, every single pitch. Not just when you first get to second, but every pitch because guys change on a count. If it's a 3-1 count, guys will play a guy to pull because he's ahead in the count and he can do some damage. If it's a 1-2 count, you play him the other way because he's trying to put the ball in play. So you have to check the outfield and the wind and the situation and the time of game and know what my run means and know when to take chances, when not to take chances based on the score and the time of the game. So that's something that I take a lot of pride in. and I watch on a daily basis at the major league level, and I see a lot of poor base running, if I'm being honest. In that situation, as the tying run late in a game, you can't just wander off the base. You can't just kind of stroll to third and go, uh-oh, he caught it, and he's got a Gold Glove and a cannon out there. You got to know that. So you go belt buckle to the baseball, you shuffle off, and if he dives and it drops, you just stroll into second base. And if he catches it, you just cruise back to second. You stroll into third. If it drops, you cruise into second if it doesn't. Easy to say in a bunker with a hat on backwards and a Zin in my mouth at 10:15 at night. A little different when you're out there in front of 40,000 people or whatever it was tonight. But yeah, that play, that can't happen. But when you have young players, those are some of the things. If you're Bob Melvin, you just got to go, oh, well, he's young, and that happens. But at this level, you're right. I'm not going to question the hustle the first. I'm not, because I've been in that situation as a player where you do hustle, you hit the ball, and you're running to first, and you're kind of like, is he going to catch it? Is it going to be a hit? And you're kind of rooting for it. You turn into a fan running to first because you want it to drop so bad. And then when it drops, you're like, uh-oh, I got to run. I mean, that's just how that goes. So I think Casey Schmidt's been great. I'm a big Casey Schmidt fan. And I think as he's walking by looking at me right now through the window, I think he heard me say his name. Casey, I'm a big fan.
Okay.
And it's just one of those nights. And he made a mistake, and he's going to make more mistakes. And a lot of players make mistakes. So that's just how that went. I'm not going to sit here and crush the team on a 3-2 loss on a great day, dude. Sorry.
No, I'm not crushing the case. Okay, second thing I wanted to question, even though it wouldn't have mattered today. Rafael, not the fastest guy, right? So when we had in the ninth inning, why wouldn't Melvin pull him out, given the odds of him coming up again are so slim? I know the bench was empty at that point, and put the fastest pitcher that they got in there to run for him at second base.
Dave,
didn't matter.
We're good, dude. Thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Let's go to Miles in Pescadero. Miles, you're on KNBR. Let's change the mood a little bit. I mean,
hey man, how you doing?
What are we doing? Let's go, Miles. You're on KNBR. What's up?
Hey, just wanted to call in, say how excited we are to have Devers back in not back, but in San Francisco. I thought he had 5 great at bats. Obviously, he K'd a couple times, but hey, it is what it is. Gotta think in the bottom of the ninth.
Dude, he K'd a couple times. He got 2 hits. Is this the way the show's gonna go? Because I'll just leave right now. I really will. It's a fun day. It's a great day for the organization, and we're going to sit here and bash a guy that struck out. I'm shocked he got 2 hits today. After all the media he did and after all he went through and flying across the country, I didn't think he was going to have a good day at all. He went through a lot.
Hey, man, I'm not bashing at all. I thought he had a great night.
He went 2 for 5 with a double and an RBI.
Am I still on the air?
Yeah, you're good.
No. I was saying that he had a great night. I'm not bashing Devers at all. We're stoked to have him in San Francisco. Just kind of want to chime in about the bases juice in the bottom of the ninth. I feel like, you got to send the guy with 1 out, and you got to send him home. Make sure he makes a perfect throw to the plate. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't hate that take. I really don't. And if he gets thrown out, you got runners on second and third. Or no, that would have been the ball game, right? Double play to end it. I would love to have seen what would happen, hindsight being 2020, how the game ended. I will say Quan is maybe the best defensive outfielder in baseball when you talk about range and how he plays left field like a shortstop, and he's got an absolute cannon. So I think all that went into the equation. But, I mean, hindsight being 2020, I was screaming, tag, go! I was doing what everybody else was doing. And it was medium deep. Jung-Hoo's been great at tagging up on short fly balls. You remember the Colorado series when they were playing the Rockies? He tagged in a couple that were shallow, and you're like, he's really going right here, and he made it. So maybe that's what we were all thinking. But also, the Rockies don't have Quan in the outfield. I think it would have been a cool gamble. I would have been down if he got thrown out. Let's just put it that way. If he got hosed at the plate, I'd have been okay with that. I'd rather go down being aggressive in a blaze of glory than not. But like I said, knowing what we know now, that those runs weren't driven in and the Giants lost 3-2, I'm like, damn it, why didn't he go? I was doing the same thing.
No, yeah, totally agree.
All right, Miles.
Have a good night.
Thanks for the call, dude. Let's go to Ricky in Santa Cruz. Ricky, you're on the Sports Leader.
Hey, what's up, FP? It's crazy having this guy, bro. It's like having Barry Bonds again in a way because every swing he takes, it's like you're at the edge of your seat. You know what I mean? Me and my two boys were at the game, and it was crazy. I had to make it out there. My wife was working, but we had to make it out without her.
Ricky, did you feel the difference at the ballpark today? Could you feel how electric it was, or am I just being like a dramatic Italian man on the radio?
Oh, my God, bro. Every pitch, every ball, we wanted it to be a strike. You know, it's crazy. That ball that Ramos kind of misplayed, we all wanted them together. We're like, get it. You know, like it was nuts, bro. And I don't want to be negative Nancy because I love the game today. It was like, you know, today's a core memory for us. But I gotta say, Casey Schmidt on his previous at bat before the one he got out at second, I felt like he wasn't hustling at first and to first. I mean, on the ground out. And I coach my son, and he's on the 10U. So my son pointed it out as I was thinking it. He was like, "Yo, he didn't hustle," and I was like, "I know." And same when that ball that dropped. It looked like he was barely rounding first by the time, you know, I was like, no.
Ricky, I'll say this. Like, he fouled the ball off his leg at Dodger Stadium, and I watched him in BP, and he wasn't getting around very well. So what I've learned as a broadcaster, when I want to get up there on the air and say, like, he's not hustling, you have to find out if they're playing 100% or not. And I would say this is pretty obvious based on he came out of a game. He didn't just foul off his leg. He came out of a game against the Dodgers when he had back-to-back grand slams in 2 games. And when you're seeing the ball good, the last thing you want to do is come out of a game. So if he's dinged up and he's not run to first and, you know, he wants to be in the lineup and chief it out and he tells the manager he can go, then you can't question the hustle. The last thing I've ever thought with Casey Schmidt is he doesn't hustle. Like the last thing. I mean, has he made some base running blunders? Yes. Has he made some errors at third? Yes. Does he look like a young player every now and then? Yes. But is the upside there? Is he taking advantage of opportunity right now and getting the job done minus tonight? Yes. I'm a big Casey Schmidt fan. So if you watch a guy on a daily basis and he's always hustling, and for some reason on one night he's not, more times than not, there's something going on physically with that guy, and you got to cut him a break. I'm not saying I know what's going on. I'm saying what I saw in batting practice today. I saw him put on like a catcher's shin guard on his leg. I saw trainers talking to him during batting practice. I watched him stretching out his leg to see if it was okay. So I would err on the side, not knowing what they know in the training room and in the clubhouse, that he wasn't 100% with his lower half tonight. And that we should all cut him some slack.
And hustling, and I mean, he still played a good game. And when they brought in Christian Koss, I thought it was going to be for Schmidt, and it was for Fitzgerald, which I thought was having a great game defensively. So that was kind of a head scratcher. But you giving me that input really, helps me respect them a little more. And we're real big fans of you. My son's only 10, and he likes all you guys, all the announcers. And
oh, cool, man.
You do a great job.
Tell your son hi for me, Ricky. I appreciate it. And tell him Casey Schmidt hustles, and he should hustle too.
Nice. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Ricky. Let's go to Kim in Santa Rosa. Kim, you're on the Sports Leader. What's going on, Kim?
Yo, what up, FP? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm actually staring at the Taco Bell drive-thru. I called in a couple times before. Last time I was in San Mateo. Gave a heady order with a few customizations.
Oh yeah, what do we got? What do we got tonight, dude? What do we got at Taco Bell tonight? Give me the order. I need to like lighten up a little bit because we started the show on a really negative call and it pissed me off. What do you got?
Yeah, like that. I'm always a standard cheesy gordita crunch. I know last time we talked, I did the spicy potato taco. Add grilled chicken to that.
Dude,
very much a value menu right there. You can do crunch wrap, which I know a lot of people are opposed to. You can do double beef on that or double grilled chicken if you want to throw a couple extra bucks on it. But there's a few options to really make it more of a hearty menu. So I'm not afraid to throw a couple bucks to ensure that my stomach is full at the end of the night.
Dude, that's solid. Let me ask you a question. Were there gummies involved in this order?
no gummy. It's just a loss from the Santa Rosa Russian River pub team tonight in slow pitch softball. So just trying to take it out on Taco Bell, make sure that I'm well fed and kind of, give my stomach a chance to think about things, and we'll get back out there next week.
Dude, your boiler's gonna be thinking about a lot of things. You're gonna have the blow craps tomorrow morning. It always goes with Taco Bell. What do you want to talk about, Kim?
Hey, I wanted to talk about the direction leading up to the trade deadline, right? Is it an opportunity to bring up another young arm, understanding that we lost Harrison there, right? And he's, middle to late rotation there. Is it an opportunity for Tristan Beck? Is it a Keaton Wynn opportunity? Are we looking to make a move at the deadline and really kind of double down on the rotation? Or is this, hey, maybe the Giants might be willing to kind of solidify some of the gaps that they have in other position players? So just want to get some feedback and talk some prospective deals potentially. Or maybe we just rock with this lineup and see what we can do.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about the minor league guys, and I'd be blowing smoke up everybody's asses if I sat here and said, well, I've seen this guy play and I've seen that guy play. I've only seen, Twitter videos or Instagram videos of Carson Whisenhunt, who I did watch him pitch a couple of times in spring training. I'm a huge fan because, and maybe it's a me thing because I still have nightmares about a changeup. And if you have a good changeup and you can throw strikes and you can command the strike zone with a changeup, you can get guys out at any level. Like AAA, big leagues, whatever's above the big leagues, if you got a good changeup. So I don't know if we see him this year, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do. And that's probably as far as I'm going to go with it. I really don't know. I don't know who else could help or tinker with things. I think Justin Verlander's going to lock in. I'm really excited about Justin Verlander. And I was excited. I was excited before. He just had some crap luck and the bullpen blew a couple of his wins, and he's doing what a 42-year-old Hall of Famer should do, like keep your team in the game. He's not going to go out there and strike out 18 and throw a one-hit shutout. Maybe he goes Kevin Costner and whatever that when he was a Tiger movie once in a while. But he's going to go out there and compete because he knows how to compete. And he has resume, and he knows how to navigate through a lineup 2 or 3 times and what to show somebody one time and what to show somebody the next time and have a couple of aces in his back pocket for the third time. Like, he knows. Like, his knowledge and his ability are in sync, where maybe his ability isn't as good as it was when he was 30, say, when you're 42, but it's still there. I'm a huge Justin Verlander fan. I am not getting off that. I don't care if he gives up 7 runs when he comes back. I just think having him on the mound and him being Justin Verlander and him just dropping his resume and everything he's done on the rubber before he throws pitch. We used to say Greg Maddux was up 2-0 before he even took the mound, just on his reputation. Like, a reputation alone, it's 2-0 before we even dug into the batter's box to play. And I feel like Verlander's a lot like that. So let's see how he's feeling. Let's keep him healthy, and let's get behind this guy because I think he can really help the Giants. Kim, have fun with Taco Bell. Do we go extra hot sauce or just mild? What are we rocking on top?
It's about a 5-packet of fire.
5-packet of fire, dude. You're gonna like clean yourself out. You realize that? This is great. You might actually lose 5 pounds from eating at Taco Bell tonight, Kim. Thanks for the call. I hope Taco Bell's not a sponsor. It kind of is, actually. Second inning. Let's go to Mateo in Fairfield. Come on, FP. Don't mess with the sponsors. Mateo, you're on KNBR. What's going on?
Mr. Frank Paul Santangelo, how you doing, sir?
I love Taco Bell, just by the way, Mateo. What do you got for me tonight?
It's not bad. It's a good little snack. I actually had that for lunch today. So.
I used to go 3 crunchy tacos and a burrito supreme. Extra meat. 3 like this old school order, right? Because I don't even know all the new Taco Bell menu, but back in the day, 3 crunchy tacos and a burrito supreme, and sleep 12 hours and wake up the next day not hungover.
That's it.
What do you got for me tonight, Mateo?
I was wondering, sir. We got. I think we have the opportunity to put a really good infield together. And what do you think about when Chapman comes back at third? You got Damas at short, and then Flores at first, and then giving the new guy a chance at second.
No, the new guy, his name is Rafael Devers, and he's going to play first base. And maybe Casey Schmidt, if he keeps playing well, plays second. Maybe Tyler Fitzgerald, if he starts to get hot again, plays second. But that's the way it's going to go. Bob Melvin said today that Rafael Devers is going to DH and play first base. They're going to kind of ease him into the whole first base thing. He was taking ground balls there today.
Yeah, I just feel that, we were doing ourselves with Fitzgerald and Casey Schmidt. We're just we have the opportunity to be better than that. I know they're good bench players, but right now they're not starters. And, you put Rafi at second, encourage them to get a little bit more fit, a little bit more nimble, and get in the top of his game. I'm just happy that he's happy to be here.
Yeah, dude, he's happy to be here. But this isn't a video game, and it's not fantasy baseball. You just don't say. I think we tried that before with the last regime, putting guys in positions they've never played before, and how'd that work out? And then it would always drive me nuts, not to go backwards because you're not supposed to, but our defense is terrible, and we need to get better on defense. Well, quit putting guys in positions they've never played in their lives, and guess what? Your defense will get better. Let's go to Lars. Mateo, what do you got? Let's go to Lars. Lars was at the game tonight. Lars, what do you got?
Hey, FP, how's it going?
It's going good, man. How are you?
Yeah, well, I think Rafi just got traded from Boston, which has a reputation for being maybe the most negative media market in all of sports. We're giving them a run for their money tonight, though. Gosh, I wasn't going to call in tonight, but I just heard that first caller that was so negative, and I was like, you know what, let me just call in, be a little bit more positive. Because you know what, Rafi Devers hit a RBI double. We have a superstar here in the Bay, something that the A's or Giants have not traded for, big contracts, not done that in a long, long time. And he's here, and it was amazing. It felt good to have him here in a Giants uniform here in the Bay Area and have a team that's trying and good. And that's exciting stuff. I don't know why we have to focus on all these little negative things.
Well, it's a recency of the game, and they lost 3-2, and I understand being frustrated as a fan. So whatever, but like. By all accounts, and I've talked to a lot of people that have been around or know people that have been around Rafael Devers, and he's a wonderful human being. He's an easy guy to root for.
Yeah,
and I will say this, and I would be less than honest on 50,000 watts on KNBR if I didn't say this. I find it puzzling, I guess is the politically correct way to say it, that the Red Sox are crushing this guy on the way out because he meant so much to that city with a world championship and all that he accomplished, that all of a sudden he is like on his way out and Big Papi's saying things and then this guy's saying things. And it's like, it's almost like spin control because they know they got fleeced by the Giants in the trade. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get too deep into that. But when you talk about people that know him, by all accounts, he's a really, really good dude, and he's going to be easy for us to root for. And he said all the right things at the press conference today about I'll play anywhere they want me to play. I just want to win, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, I'm excited. I haven't been this excited as a Giants fan in a long time. And like I said, I was away for a while, so I missed 12 and 14, but 2010 is my last memory as being a Giants broadcaster, being a Giants fan. And this is the most excited I've been since 2000. I was giddy the other night when I didn't believe it. Because here's the thing. We've been talking about this trade for a month or so. When everything started to go south with Devers in Boston, I had conversations with players in the dugout. I had conversations with some coaches in the dugout who shall remain nameless. And I'm like, we got to get Devers. Like, is there a way to get Devers? So we've talked about it a lot. And now to see it come to fruition is pretty cool. Jacob, I'm going to take a break. This thing's acting up on me, and the Q button's acting up on me. So I'm going to take a break right now. 808 KNBR is the number. We'll do one more segment on the Sports Leader.
Giants fans, this is your hub to have your voice heard. Sports Phone KNBR. Streaming live on YouTube at KNBR 1045.
Ahead of the count, 2-0. The pitch. And he drives one out towards right center field. Into the gap. It's going to go to the wall. Adames coming around third, and he's going to round third. He'll score into second with a double.
All right, anyway, KNBR, last segment of the show, and I'm bouncing. I just tried to put my headset on, and I missed, and then it smacked me in the nose. So I'm playing hurt. I just thought of something in the commercial break. Like, there was times when I got hit by pitches, and I was playing kind of banged up. And I wonder if fans were like, he's not hustling. Now I have paranoia about that because everyone's saying Casey Schmidt wasn't hustling. He always hustles. Let's go to the phones. Bruce in San Jose. I'm going to take these calls, and then we're going to end this thing. Bruce in San Jose, you're on the Sports Leader. What's up?
Yeah, hey, good evening, FC. Thanks for taking the call. Just hopefully two quick things. The first one, just a quick comment. That strategy to use the fastest reliever as a pinch runner is wild. And that guy made me want to call the show because I agree with you. This was all about positivity. When I found out that trade happened, as we all did Sunday evening, like I've been like a little kid anticipating like Christmas Eve or Christmas, waiting for a present. Like I spent all last night listening to all the KNBR podcasts and the interviews. I'm all day today. I was just waiting to, watch the game. I even recorded it. I'm off work this week, so I was able to watch the press conference. And I don't know if you did, but I mean, if you saw the smile on Rafael Devers' face throughout the press conference, I mean, it really is a day of celebration. And like the fact that they were able to pull it off, and you think about the money, just like it's not that much for the type of hitter he is, considering all the other anyway, it's a great day. And it's a long contract. So I agree with you. It's you can't nitpick. I mean, you're not going to win all 162, right? It's a 3-2 game.
No, this is a 20,000-foot view. The guy's here for 8.5 years. It's not about one game.
Yeah.
And I was at the press conference, Bruce, and it was a vibe. That's all I can say. It was a vibe. It was packed. The team was there. The media was crazy. It was like a Super Bowl kind of atmosphere, and it was all positive stuff except for a couple dumb questions. Let's go to Marlo.
No, for sure. No, I agree.
Thanks, Bruce. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Marlo in San Francisco. Marlo, you're at KNBR. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
How are you?
I'm great. Long-time listener, first-time caller. But I just have three things that I just want to say. First of all, Buster Posey is God. Like, that guy, he made that happen.
He did.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Second thing.
Okay.
Yeah, second thing. Rafael Devers, that double, man, that was so cool. That was something special. First hit as a Giant.
Yeah, it was a
but,
missile.
Yeah, my third thing, I wish I could have seen a little more hustle from him on the base pass. Like, they call it Triple Valley for a reason, and that was only a double.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to question Rafael Devers' hustle on day one. Thanks for the call, dude. Let's go to Mike in San Francisco. Mike, you're on KNBR. What's going on?
FP, dude. First off, you keep it real. You're an OG, and I want to thank you. That comment. I'm eating Thai food in my car, and that comment about with the Taco Bell caller. I spit my Thai food out. I was laughing so hard.
Are we eating chicken pad Thai? Because that's my favorite, or Thai fried rice.
Dude, you said something about the blow something, and I'm wiping my eyes still, sir. Anyway, I don't nitpick. I'm not here to I've been watching the sports. I'm 47 since I was 5 with my late grandfather. Anyway, I'm not here. It's a great day. Devers is an absolute stud. I don't question hustle. I don't whatever. But and then just a couple other comments. I know you want to get out of there. That press conference, man. Those I disagree with you, man. Those comments. Just those silly comments. What happened in Boston and all these speech rumors. Buster is a very intelligent guy. Of course, I don't know personally, but I'll just leave it at that. This dude's a stud, man, and he had a great game. I had 2 strikeouts. He went 2 for 5 with an RBI and a double. So anyway, I think that is I think that's covers it. I probably forgot something. I'm a loudmouth Italian. I apologize.
Don't go crush your Thai food and save some for tomorrow because it's better in the microwave the next day.
Yes, I love you, brother. Have a good night, dog.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for the call. Let's go to Sunset Bob. Sunset Bob, you're batting 9th, and you're the last caller on the show. What do you got?
Oh, man, I'm up late past my bedtime because my coworkers wanted to go to the Giants game to see the debut, and we were not disappointed. The energy level at the ballpark was high. We had a great time. The people around us were so excited. And going into that 9th inning, I mean, what more can you ask for? Top of the lineup, heading in there. We got a lot of excitement. And no, we did not come out with a win, but people were on their feet. There were little kids. There were older people. Everybody was excited, man. And, I mean, that's what Giants baseball needs to be about, is people being excited about the game, excited about the people. And then we take the streetcar home. Everybody on the streetcar is talking about the game, chatter, chatter, chatter. All that kind of stuff that you want baseball to be about. I get my car at the office. I get in, turn on the radio. Who's on the radio? FP Santangelo. I don't know if my night could get any better.
Sunset Bob, you're the best, man. Thanks for the call. Yeah, Buster said at his press conference that we're in the memory-making business. And I know the Giants lost 3-2, and I know there's no more victories at the highest level. And I'm sure the guys across the hallway right now were bummed that they lost tonight. But tonight was more about the organization and a wonderful day for ownership and front office and the players and the coaches. And maybe even more importantly, the fans. You get really excited about having a bona fide superstar, one of the top 6 or 7 hitters in Major League Baseball. This guy's a dude, like Buster Posey said. That's got to be a t-shirt, doesn't it? This guy's a dude. Somebody's got to make that shirt. I'll buy it. I'll wear it. Or just put I'm a dude and then wear that. Thanks for
enjoy the game more.
Jeff Kent's. Enjoy the game more. And we did tonight. Even though they lost, it was memories were made tonight for this Giants fan. I haven't been a fan and cheered for the Giants like a 16-year-old kid in a long, long time, and I did that tonight, and I know you guys did too. Hopefully they'll have a better outcome tomorrow night. Hopefully they'll win, and we'll all be happy. But Rafael Devers is appointment television. Like when Barry Bonds came up, if you had to take a piss, you didn't take a piss. You watched Barry Bonds hit. And that's kind of what Rafael Devers is, and he brings that to the table. Thanks for all the calls tonight. I'll be back in the bunker tomorrow night. I'll take your calls. And hopefully the Giants have a win. Jacob, back in the home base in Daly City or Santa Clara, wherever the hell it is. Great job tonight. Thank you very much. Thanks to all the calls. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And like I say on the way out, every single time, swing hard in case you hit it. I'm the Sports Leader.